So, the Kono Manga ga Sugoi award results are out, and in this video, I'll be talking about the top 10 manga of this particular award. Now, before I get into the rankings, you must be thinking, what exactly is Kono Manga ga Sugoi? Well, Kono Manga ga Sugoi translates to This Manga is Amazing. It's an annual magazine featuring the top 20 manga titles amongst the male readers and the female readers. There's a poll conducted amongst the readers and the publishing department to see which manga have been popular in that particular year. And in this video, I'll be just talking about the top 10 manga titles from the male readers. Let me know in the comments if I should cover the female readers part as well. And before I start the video, if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like as it helps me get this video to reach out to more people. And if you like what you're seeing so far, do subscribe. I try to post at least one video every week, so hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss out on any videos. With that out of the way, here's Kono Manga ga Sugoi 2022 Top 10 Manga. In at the 10th place, we have Darwin Jihen, also known as Darwin's Incident, by Shun Umezawa. The synopsis is as follows. The terrorist organization known as the Animal Liberation Alliance attacked a biological research institute and rescued a pregnant chimpanzee. That chimpanzee gave birth to a humanzee, which is half human and half chimpanzee, whom they named Charlie. After being raised by human parents for 15 years, Charlie enters his first year in the high school. There he meets the intelligent but socially misunderstood Lucy. In at the 9th place, we have Peleliu Rakuen no Guernica, also known as Peleliu Guernica of Paradise, by Kazuyoshi Takeda. The synopsis is as follows. Showa 1994, summer. Tamaru, a soldier who aspired to be a manga artist, was on the island of Peleliu at the end of the Pacific War. The island was paradise covered in beautiful forest and surrounded by a sea of coral reefs. It was also a battlefield where 50,000 soldiers from Japan and United States killed each other. At the time, 40,000 elite US soldiers invaded the country in an attempt to seize the airfield, which was touted as the best in the East Asia. A garrison of 10,000 Japanese soldiers was ordered to confront the aggressor and fully endure the attack. What did they fight for and what did they have in mind on this small island far away from their homeland? A record of long forgotten truth of young people who lived in the time of war. In at the 8th place, we have Trillion Game by Riichiro Inagaki and Ryoichi Ikegami, and the synopsis is as follows. Two friends, Haru and Gaku, conspire to get enough money to have what they want at any time, $1 billion. Pretty short synopsis, but I'm guessing the surprise element is really in the manga, so I would recommend you go and check it out. At the 7th place, we have Oshinoko by Aka Akasaka and Mengo Yokoyari, and the synopsis is as follows. 16-year-old Ai Hoshino is a talented and beautiful idol who is adored by her fans. She is the personification of a young, pure maiden. But all that glitter is not gold. Goro Honda is a rural gynecologist and a big fan of Ai. So, when the pregnant idol shows up at his hospital, he is more than baffled. Goro promises her a safe delivery. What he does not know is that the encounter with a mysterious figure will cause him a premature death. Or so he thought. Opening his eyes on the lap of his beloved idol, Goro discovers that he has been reborn as a newborn son of Aquamarine Hoshino Ai. With his world turned upside down, Goro quickly learns that the show business is full of thorns and that talent doesn't always bring success. Will he be able to protect the smile of Ai that he loves so much with the help of an eccentric and unexpected ally? In at the 6th place, we have Soso no Frieren, also known as Frieren Beyond Journey Sen, by Kanehito Yamada and Tsukasa Abe. The Demon King has been defeated and the victorious group of heroes return home before disbanding. The four include the magician Frieren, the hero Himmel, the priest Hater, and the warrior Eisen. Remember the journey of a decade when it comes time to say goodbye. But the passage of time is different for elves, so Frieren watches as his companions slowly perish one by one. Before his death, Hater manages to foist Frieren with a young human apprentice named Fern. Driven by the elf's passion for collecting endless magical spells, the pair embark on a seemingly aimless journey checking out the place of heroes of yesteryear had visited. Frieren gradually comes to grips with his regret of missed opportunities to establish deeper bonds with his deceased comrades. In at the 5th place, we have Tokyo Higoro, also known as Tokyo Everyday, by Taiyo Matsumoto, a requiem of the anguished, lost and wandering in the life of those over 50. With Japan entering a new era, the story centers on Shiosawa, a former manga editor for a major publisher. After retiring his job early, he now finds himself wondering what the world of manga means to him. Is it a job, a form of expression, or a friendship? In at the 4th place, we have Dandadan by Yukinobu Tatsu. The synopsis is as follows. After being aggressively rejected, Momo Ayase finds herself sucking when she bumps into a boy who is being bullied. Saved by her reckless kindness, the occult-obsessed boy tries to talk to her about supernatural interests that he thinks they share. Rejecting his claims, Ayase proclaims that she is instead a believer of ghosts, initiating an argument between the two about which one is real. In a bid to determine which is right, the two decide to visit places related to occult and the supernatural separately. Ayase visits the former while the boy visits the latter. When the two arrive at their respective places, it turns out that neither of them were wrong, and that both occult and the ghost exist. This marks the beginning of Ayase and the boy's adventure, who shares a name with Ayase's favorite idol, Ken Takakura, as they try to fix the surreal, supernatural and sci-fi elements around them to return to a normal life. Now we move on to the top 3. In at the third place we have Kaiju 8 Go, or Monster Number 8 by Naoya Matsumoto, and the synopsis is as follows. Grotesque Godzilla-like monsters called Kaiju have been popping up in Japan for many years. To combat these beasts, an elite military unit known as the Defensive Corps risks their life every day to protect the civilians. Once a creature is killed, the sweepers, who work under the Kaiju Professional Cleaning Corporation, are in charge of disposing of its remains. Kafka Hibino, a 32-year-old man, is unsatisfied with his job as a sweeper. From a young age, he has aspired to join the Defense Corps and kill Kaijus for a living. After a few failed attempts, however, he gave up on his dream and resigned himself to the mediocrity that provides a decent paycheck. Nevertheless, when an ambitious 18-year-old recruit named Leno Ichikawa joins the cleaning team, Kafka is once again reminded of his desire to join the military. Following a chain of unfortunate events and an interaction with the junior sweeper, Kafka encounters a parasite-type kaiju that forces its way in through his mouth, turning him into a humanoid monster. With the newfound powers, Kafka aims to give a lifelong dream a final try. In at the second place, we have Chikyu no Undo ni Suite, also known as About the Movement of the Earth, from Oto. The setting is 15th century Poland. It was a time when heretical ideas led those with that mentality to be burned at the stake of their beliefs. Raphael, a child prodigy, must specialize in theology, the most important subject of time, at the university. However, one day he meets a mysterious man, and now he is studying a possible truth in the midst of the heretical thinking. Which finally brings us to the first place, and it's one of my favorite manga to come out this year. In at the first place we have Look Back by Tatsuki Fujimoto. The synopsis is as follows. 4th grader Ayumi Fujino regularly draws 4-panel manga for a school newspaper and is lauded as having the best artwork in her class. One day she is asked by her teacher to turn over one of her manga slots in the school newspaper to a truant student named Kyomoto. When Kyomoto's manga pops up alongside Fujino's, it receives high praise for its detailed artwork, making Fujino furiously jealous. Refusing to be beaten by someone who barely attends school, Fujino devotes herself to learning to create a manga. As time goes on through, her goal of outshining Kyomoto seems to only get further and further away, and Fujino, now in 6th grade, eventually gives up and quits making manga. Graduation day arrives, and Fujino is asked to deliver Kyomoto's graduation certificate to her. Through chance, the two end up coming face to face, and their unexpected meeting will end up having consequences far beyond what either of them could have predicted. This one was one hell of a read, and I highly recommend you check at least this manga out. And well, there you have it. These are the top 10 manga from 2021 according to Kono Manga ga Sugoi magazine. What are your thoughts on this ranking? Which manga impressed you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you have reached this point in the video, you are a wonderful person and I really appreciate you. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.